So I've had some time to digest last week's Nintendo Direct, and I've collected some of my thoughts on the Smash Ultimate version 3.0 tease. Yeah, let's call it that. Let's call it a tease. There's been some speculation going around as to what this update is going to contain, and I've compiled a list of realistic possibilities because that's what we do when things are teased. Also, we're going to be discussing the recent data mine about Joker's level, so that's some exciting information. But before we jump in, let me know in the comment section below, what would you, and let's use the word realistically, want from version 3.0.0? As for the following, we may see some of these added with the coming spring update, we may see none of them, and we may see all of them. This is just more of a discussion. Home Run Contest. I don't think a lot of us realized what we had until it was taken away from us. Smash Ultimate feels like it's missing something, and that something is the Home Run Contest. However, we did get Sandbag in some shape or form as an item, and I think a Spirit, but I haven't spent too much time with Spirit, so I'm not entirely sure, but it just feels like it's there. Home Run Contest seems to be the most realistic add because it's a simple mode. It's a mode that existed in the last 3 entries of the series and has become iconic to Smash. Brawl brought co-op and online play to Home Run Contest, but I don't think Nintendo will go that far if we see the return with the coming update. Boss Rush. Here's another one that's highly requested, at least from my comment section alone. World of Light is the most intricate single-player mode that has come to Smash since the Subspace Emissary and Brawl. Now that we mention it, Brawl did have a lot to offer to the game as far as replayability goes, and Subspace Emissary featured a handful of bosses that we would be able to fight in a one-stock gauntlet mode after completing Classic Mode and Subspace Emissary. Then Smash 4 ditched the single-player mode, but its return for Ultimate in what might be the grandest single-player adventure in a Smash game yet. World of Light, whether you prefer it to Subspace Emissary or not, and I'm curious, if you do, let me know in the comment section below. Do you prefer World of Light or Subspace from Brawl? World of Light features a bunch of new bosses in single-player mode that would do nicely in a boss rush mode, to be honest. Here's another mode that could just be added as a bonus single-player feature, but also has the possibility for co-op or online play. Like I said, I don't think Nintendo would take it that far, but it would be nice to see a more fleshed-out online offering, since what we have now is basically garbage. Stage Builder. This one seems to be the most likely and the most speculated. Stage Builder was introduced in Brawl with the ability to upload stages online, and this carried over into Smash for Wii U with a more streamlined process using the gamepad to draw levels out. With what Nintendo has been able to accomplish with Mario Maker on the Wii U and the upcoming Mario Maker 2, this is a walk in the park. I don't see why version 3 won't bring back Stage Builder. I think it's absolutely realistic, but it just begs the same question that any other mode coming as DLC has. Would this be a single player only or offline experience, or will Nintendo be offering it with some kind of online component? Nintendo said recently that they plan to expand their online service offerings, mainly because they're going to want to retain memberships. Now, this may be exclusive to the service outside of specific games, but it's a statement, and I do think that Nintendo should carry this over into first-party titles when appropriate, of course. Mii costumes. Now, I'm fairly confident that we're going to see the return of paid Mii costume DLC with Joker and version 3. I've mentioned it before in a previous video, but there was a note that was added to Nintendo's official website back in, I think, late December or early January. I'm not entirely sure when it was, but it stated that we could start seeing Mii costumes return as paid DLC, with each costume costing 75 cents each, according to Nintendo. Now, I've checked the website, and I checked it again before recording this video, and that piece of information has been removed. No clue as to why, but maybe Nintendo wanted to change the price, or they just had planned to offer Mii costumes sooner, but it got pushed back until Joker's release. The thing about Mii costumes is we will possibly start to see the deconfirmation of characters that were speculated to join the roster as DLC. I do understand that we have things like a Chrom Mii costume and Chrom as a character, but I don't think Nintendo is going to release a paid Mii costume as DLC and then offer a paid full version of the same character. It's not going to happen. Chrome's Mii costume returning and him making the roster for Ultimate is a completely different scenario because it's base game. But I do believe that Joker coming as the first Challenger Pack will be accompanied by more paid DLC. Additional spirits. Nintendo has been pretty good about this already. We've gotten regular events adding additional spirits to the game, especially ones that are promoting other games. We had a Super Mario Party event that happened in Smash Ultimate that added some cool new spirits. But speaking from personal experience, I don't use spirits very often, but I do enjoy the replayability that they add to the game. And everyone plays the game differently. I've spoken to people who love Spirit Mode and collecting spirits. I like to just jump in and do Spirit Board challenges because they're fun and I'm more of a collector. But let me know in the comments section below, what do you think of Spirit Mode and playing with spirits, and possibly the addition of more spirits as Challenger Packs come. I do think this update will bring some Persona spirits to the game alongside Joker to solidify the franchise's representation. How many spirits or what's going to be added, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know, but I think it's going to come along with Mii costumes. I do think we're going to see a swarm of Persona content outside the Challenger Pack. Smash World. Here's something we haven't heard much about since it was announced, and it was stated that it would come in 2019 as a free service. Smash World will be accessible as a supplementary service through the Nintendo Switch Online app and will allow players to upload and view gameplay videos. Now, whether or not something like this can redeem the abysmal app that is Nintendo Switch Online is another question, but it would be cool to be able to flip through replays if the user interface isn't too clunky. I have a feeling it may be, but we're gonna have to wait and see with this one. Break the targets. Here's one that I would love to see return, but if we are going to get some kind of target test, I think it would be generic. I don't think Nintendo would be bringing 75 plus unique target tests as a free update, but I do think we could see one target test that any character can play potentially with a leaderboard filtered by that character. Last up, we have Joker. We got to see a first look at Joker's model, or at least the back of it, during the Nintendo Direct, which basically said, hey, he's not ready yet. And we were given a release window, in quotes, by the end of April, which buys Nintendo some additional time to finish development, to test, and test some more. Challengers Packs have been confirmed by Nintendo to contain one fighter, one stage, and music, so the development time isn't only going into the fighter, there's other elements that need to be added as well. And after a recent data mine, according to Dr. Hypercake on Twitter, digging through LVD files in Ultimate, and I found Jack_Menentos_ lying around amongst the strings. The format of the strings matches the stage name strings in UI_stage_DB, series stage, and Joker's internal name is Jack. So Memento's stage confirmed. I don't know anything about Persona, but I'm sure this means a lot to fans of the series. It appears that the stage that would accompany Joker is Mementos. Whether or not this is confirmed, we can't say, but it looks like that's what it's leaning towards. As far as an exact release date goes, a few people mentioned that Joker should be released on April 1st, and I completely agree. This would be 100% perfect, but knowing Nintendo, they wouldn't care about something like this, and they probably need more time to make the, quote, by the end of April deadline, because it seems like we have more content coming to Smash than we expected, and they're going to need all the time they can to button up every detail. I can see the actual update coming a couple days before Joker, so if I had to pin down a speculated release date for version 3 in Joker, I would say around the 24th or the 25th of April, since Nintendo likes to drop DLC and big updates midweek. So those are my thoughts on what the big spring update could bring. I think there's a lot of possibilities, but I'm confident that some kind of new mode will be added, and if I had to put my money on one of them, I would probably go with Stage Builder because it was present in the last two games. It would work well with the Switch, and I think it would add more replayability value than something like Boss Rush or Home Run Contest. In addition, I think we'll definitely see Mii costumes and Persona-related spirits with the big updates. But drop your thoughts in the comments section below and let me know what you think. If you liked this video, a thumbs up would be a big help, and if you're new to my channel, I play and cover Smash and a lot of other Nintendo games, so go sub and ring the notification bell if you'd like. I stream a couple times a week on Twitch, and right now my schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays around 9 p.m. Eastern, and I kind of sprinkle in some weekends when I can. But you can also follow me on Twitter or join my Discord channel if you want more frequent updates and thoughts. Lastly, if you'd like to support the channel directly, I do have some merch and memberships available that will get you some cool perks. But thanks for watching this video, have an awesome day, and we will catch you in the next one. Later.